A very good morning, dear students. 10th grader, I hope you all are good at home. So, in today's session, we are continuing with the chapter 2, next topic. We have completed till page number 70, E reservation topic. Today, we are continuing with the next topic that is E governance. E governance means to use the services of electronic medium for providing the government services, to connect the people with government services, to communicate the people with the government rules. For that, e-services are provided from government side, e-governance is performed from the government side. So e-governance can be performed for delivering the government services, exchange of information, communication between government to business, government to customer, or government to government. That we can speak G2C, government to customer, G2B, government to business, and G2G, one government to another government. So it's a medium to communicate between government and other organization. Either it is related to business, either it is related to customer, or it is related to specific another state government. The purpose of communication is to exchange the information or providing the services that are performed from the government side, or make it the transparent in an environment. So it has some major benefits or advantages. What are the benefits? First benefit, reduce the corruption level. If everything is online, every record is in online record, so in that case a corruption level will be reduced, definitely a duplicacy of data will be reduced. Second benefit, that is high transparency. Everything is transparent, nothing is hidden from user side, nothing is hidden from the customer side. So transparency level will be up always. We can prepare any time percentage of calculation for any record, how much are left, how many are filled. All things are already kept transparent for people also, for government also. Third point, growth in GDP. If everything is transparent, there is a very less chances of generation of black money. If black money is not there, taxes are proper, all records are in well maintained form, so the GDP will be improved. What do you mean by GDP? Gross domestic product. That is the economy for a country. That will tell the economic level of country. And next is direct participation. A customer or a general user or a business can directly able to participate in the government services. There is no middleman required in between. There is no agent required. There is no any office person required. Directly they can communicate by providing the online services that are performed in the form of e-governance. And good communication to reach to the government. It's a good way to directly communicate with the government. There is no middleman required for the government services. There is no fun of giving any type of extra money for any service. Next is e-group. E-group is a group of people that are prepared for the purpose of sharing of information or ideas on a specific level, and the idea are shared that are called posts, and all posts are kept on a bulletin board, circular board, and after discussion they can finalize to the final result. Many websites are providing the e-group services. E-group services are also known as club services. These are also known as online clubbing. Sometime examiner will ask the question, define online clubbing. Online clubbing is also known as e-group services, in which a number of people are get together to share their ideas and views in the form of post. All posts and ideas are kept as a circular, and in circular form they are discussed with each other, and they are able to share their views and ideas with each other. Because which ideas share in the form of post, that are kept on discussion board. Ideas are kept on discussion board, and everybody is having a right to give the suggestion for the same. So what are the advantages of e-group? It is a flexible method. There is no hardness, there is no stick rule, there is no specific boundary. Leveling, A person who are not able to speak in front of others, who are shy person, shy people, they will get the chance to give their suggestion or ideas on an online system, in an e-group system, and documented. It is a documented record. It is not a rough communication. It is not known as a verbal communication. Every record is kept as a proof for later on discussion also. And reflection, and the reflection of communication will be always good. It will create a good effect of discussion. It will make a proper record. It will make a proper group of channels. It will make a proper documented structure. So reflection of record will be good. And last point, that is limitless. There is no limit how many discussions will be done, how many users will be involved, how many ideas will be collected, how many informations will be shared. There is no limit. And these types of services are provided by some big companies like Google is providing the grouping service. Yahoo is also providing the group services. These companies are generally providing the services for e-group. Next is social networking. A platform for everyone in a society or an environment, either your family members, either your friends, either your business, any type of people can be involved in a social networking. So social networking, it is a way to interact with friends, family, customers and their clients. Everybody can be involved in the process of social networking or social site communication. The major benefits of social networking that are, it's a good method of connectivity. It helps to increase your business. It means it helps to provide opportunity to widen your business level, to increase your business level. You can sell your products online. And free advertising, there is no additional charges for giving advertise for your product. You can do promotion of your products of company free of cost. Market research, and you will be able to find out the views of customer, what the customer actually want and where we are lacking, due to that our selling is not getting proper. So it is a best tool to take the survey, to take the suggestions of customer in a social networking website tool. And there are some disadvantages also. If we are using the social networking sites like Facebook, Instagram, so many websites are there, a number of harmful effects are also there. Like disadvantage, open for hackers. Everybody will be the part of discussion in a social networking site. So hackers will try to hack your information, your account detail. They will try to steal money from your accounts also. Second, reduce the family closeness. There will be a less closeness in the family relationship. You are just speaking hello hi by using the social sites. You are not able to interact face to face very easily. A longer time distance will be there between two friends or two families. And decrease face to face communication, recently I told, and lost the productivity. And in case of social networking sites, your productive communication is not there, effective communication is not there, because everybody is getting the views, everybody is sharing the message, pictures, images. So there is no productivity of communication. It's just for a time pass communication and hard to the people. And social sites, you can speak that provide the license to disturb the people, by to hurt the people by giving the rough ideas, by giving the rubbish statements. So this is the major disadvantage of using the social networking sites. Next is acronyms used in social sites. Whenever we are going to discussion, whenever we are going to send some information, in information we can use some acronym signs that will present the effect. Like if I am using the ASAP, ASAP means, if I am writing ASAP means as soon as possible. Hand mean to say when we are going to communicate in the concept of social sites, so hand will provide the functionality to write have a nice day. BTW, by the way. CUL, catch you later. CYM, check your mail. And BFN, BFN means bye for now. You are your. You too. You too means you too. THX means thanks. TC means take care. TTFN means Tata for now. Tata for now. And OIC. OIC means oh, I see. These such type of acronyms are used in a chatting systems on a social networking sites. And some emoticon signs we are using for present are expressions, emotions, happiness, sadness, aggressiveness. So these types of aggressiveness we can use. For happiness we are using colon and bracket. When we press enter, it will become the happiness sign, like in this format. Happy face with a nose, I am writing in this format with a nose sign. Laughing face, it is like this, laughing face. Winking face, I am writing in this format, so it will become winking face. It will become like a winking face. Next is surprise. If I am writing O, it will convert into this format. It means you are shocked. What happened? Sadness. So a number of signs we are using. These signs are known as emoticons. Some types of shortcut statements we are using that are known as acronyms. So acronyms and emoticons are used in case of social networking sites. After next topic that is related to the mobile technology, in which we will discuss about SMS, MMS, 3G and 4G technique. Now next topic in chapter 2, that is mobile technology. Mobile technology is performed for basically communication with a mobile system. Mobile system use the services for calling, for messaging, for doing video conferencing. So in mobile technology we include 4 types of technology. First one is SMS, second is MMS, third is 3G and fourth is 4G. SMS, as the name suggests, short message service, in which we can send a text message of a limited characters. It can contain 160 character size, message in text format, and it is basically prepared by ETSI, European Telecommunication Standard Institute. This communication is prepared by ETSI. ETSI stands for European Telecommunication Standard Institute, and it support all such type of languages. It is not specified for one language. It is Hindi, English, Punjabi, Arabic. A number of languages is supported by SMS system. And SMS can be categorized in 4 categories: class 0, class 1, class 2 and class 3 types of messages. What do you mean by class 0 message? Class 0 message, basically it is displayed on the mobile screen without saving in your device. It means directly it is displayed, it is not saving in your device system. That is class 0. Second is class 1. Class 1 message, basically it is stored in mobile device or your SIM card. Either it can store in SIM card or it can store in mobile device. That is class 1. And class 2, it is directly stored in only in your SIM card area. It is only stored in your SIM card data. It is not stored in your other any location. And class 3, this type of SMS message is forwarded from the receiving entry to an external device. This type of message is forwarded from receiving entry to the external devices. Now these are SMS services. SMS has some major advantages. The major advantage is that it provides a guarantee to transfer the message. So guaranteed delivery communication, it is reliable system, cost is very low and increase the productivity of subscriber. A subscriber will feel that he has got the accurate information in a device with the help of mobile technology. The next technology after SMS that came in market, that was MMS. MMS is for multimedia communication. SMS was not able to transfer any audio or video file. MMS will provide the functionality to transfer the data in the form of graphics. Either it is audio, video or picture message. And MMS has the feature of transferring all types of messages. It is the advanced version of SMS technology, and in case of MMS we can prepare any type of file, and generally MMS was developed by Open Mobile Alliance. If anybody knows who developed the MMS, it is developed by OMA, Open Mobile Alliance. It was the developer of MMS technology. And multimedia message is also known as picture messages. The another name of multimedia message is picture messaging. Rest all features are already there. After MS, next technology came, that is 3G technology. 3G is a third generation technology. 3G provides a faster speed to transfer any audio, video, graphics, text file data from one device to the another device. 3G provides a higher speed and it supports video conferencing also. We can communicate from one mobile location to the another all devices location. We can conduct Zoom meeting, we can do video conferencing, video chatting. All such features are provided in 3G technology. But when we are continuing with the video conferencing, there is the little bit problem in the speed. Signals are getting weaker many times. And second disadvantage, for 3G technology we need the supporting device, because 3G mobile phones are different from 2G technology. So we need to take the advanced technology device to operate with 3G services. After the generation of 3G, next technology came in market, that is 4G, fourth generation. That is a higher speed technology. A number of users are huge. We are not bounded to the number of users. Speed is much higher. Quality is very good, and it is costly also, because it provides all the video conferencing services. Video speed is very fast. Bandwidth is approximately 100 Mbps speed. This is the speed of 4G technology. So that's why it is a costly service. We need the interactive device, faster communication is there. All such services are provided by the 4G technology systems. And 4G is a IP based and packet switching evaluation. It means to communicate with 4G we need the IP address for transferring the message from one device to another device. And 3G basically it uses the voice over communication. It uses the VoIP, it uses the IP technology system. This is the difference between 4G and 3G technology. And in case of 3G, number of users will be limited, speed will be limited, but in 4G speed is also higher and number of users can be more. This is all about your chapter 2nd. It is the last topic of chapter 2nd. Dear students, if you are facing any doubt in any topic, you can contact me on my WhatsApp number. It is 999118890. In next video, we will meet with the next chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day.